Just an awesome night in Tempe, Arizona. Homecoming on the Arizona State campus. And a big Pac-12 showdown between the Washington State Cougars, are unbeaten in conference play, and Arizona State at 5-2. And trying to bounce back from a tough loss in Boulder last week to Colorado, where the Buffaloes gashed him for 315 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. Eric Powell will kick off for Washington State. Tim White, Kalen Ballage. There's Tim White, the return man for the Sun Devils. Just about a full house at Sun Devil Stadium. And glad you're with us for Pac-12 After Dark. A little throwback look sparky there in midfield for Arizona State as the kick from Eric Powell, and Tim White will bring it out. Tim White across the 20. Across the 30, Tim White out near the 40-yard line. And that's a start Arizona State needed, a real good return from the senior Tim White. Kalen Ballage, the motion man for Manny Wilkins. And there is movement up front. Football caught a referee by surprise.
Number 77 offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
1st and 15 for the sophomore Manny Wilkins. Steps up. Wilkins will run. And he slides. And he gets to the 39-yard line, a gain of 3. Frederick Gamage in motion. And on the ground, it's DeMario Richard. And Richard a short gain back to the original line of scrimmage. 4 receivers for Wilkins on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. Wilkins over the middle. And it's N'Keal Harry, the freshman. And he's into Washington State territory. The big 3rd down completion. Here's the bubble screen. Frederick Gamage. And Gamage inside the 40 and run out of bounds. Bubble screen to the right side to Frederick Gamage, who picks his way close to a 1st down. A flag comes flying in late.
Personal foul, face mask, number 34 defense. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced at the end of the play. 1st down.
From the 18, an impressive opening drive to this point for the Sun Devils. To the outside, Kalen Ballage turns the corner, and Ballage run out at the 10. Shifting along the Cougs front on 2nd and 2. And it's DeMario Richard into the line, and he is brought down about a yard shy of the 1st down. Peyton Pallor wrapped him up, the middle linebacker for the Cougars. Arizona State had 7 1st downs the entire night against Colorado last Saturday. They have 3 on this opening drive. Manny Wilkins keeps, and that's the 4th 1st down for ASU. DeMario Richard. Richard inside the 5 as Mike Leach came running way out onto the field. He wanted the officials to take a look. Kalen Ballage had the sparky look now. And Ballage wrapped up behind the line. Frankie Luvu leading the charge for the Cougars. Manny Wilkins back in. 3rd and goal. Cody Cole, the motion man. Wilkins keeps. Wilkins hurdles. Touchdown!
I wasn't sure in talking to Manny Wilkins yesterday when he said how much better he felt this week. I wasn't buying it. Now we've got tangible evidence. Manny Wilkins has been warned by his head coach Todd Graham not to go leaping over defenders much anymore this season.
5th rushing touchdown of the season for Manny Wilkins. The Devils strike first. Zane Gonzalez, the All-American. And it's 7-0 Sun Devils. Zane Gonzalez blasts this one into the end zone. Split backs are Gerard Wicks and Jamal Morrow. And the handoff to Gerard Wicks. And he gets about a yard. Falk over the middle, sliding catch, Tavares Martin Jr. for the Cougars.
You see the movement up front for ASU.
On 3rd down, pressure coming, Falk, and it's broken up, tried to get it to River Craycraft. Kyle Sweet who averages almost 38 yards per punt, who's also a receiver for Washington State. And the rugby-style kick, and a fair catch is made by Gump Hayes back near the Arizona State 25-yard line. On second down to the outside and just staying in bounds and getting 2 feet down was N'Keal Harry, who dropped the first down pass. 3rd and 5. Pressure coming. Wilkins on the move. And he goes down. Shalom Luani, the first man there for Washington State. Caleb Fossum, the return man of the Cougars 25. And Hawk with a short kick. And just as we were seeing in his presence, he shanked one a little bit. Luke Falk, the shovel pass. And it goes out across midfield as James Williams. Screen set up. Arizona State ready for it as Jamal Morrow was blasted by DJ Calhoun. Movement up front. This will back Washington State up.
Full start. Number 73 offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Right guard Eduardo Middleton. Luke Falk steps up and he dumps it off underneath. And that's a short gain to C.J. Dimmery, the senior from Carlsbad, California. Salamo Fiso on the tackle. For midfield, 3rd and 13. And Todd Graham alluded to the altitude last week at Boulder really affected his team more than he ever seen previously. Pressure coming. Falk. Nobody home. Kyle Sweet with a wobbly kick that goes well out of bounds. The new quarterback is the true freshman Dylan Sterling Cole. He's from Houston. As Shalom Luani was the one who put the hit on Manny Wilkins that could have been the play that forced him from the game for the time being.
It's so difficult to say. You know, Manny Wilkins, we saw how tough he was last week in the game versus Colorado, where he took so many titanic hits inside the pocket and outside the pocket. So, you know, who knows exactly when it occurred. Certainly anxious to see whether or not he'll be able to return.
Sterling Cole running for 3 yards, attempting his second college pass to the outside, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 7. Sterling Cole on the move. Avoids one tackler and goes down well shy of a first down. Interesting punt formation for Arizona State as Matt Hawk with a low line drive kick. Caleb Fossum inside his own 20. Fossum pushed backward inside the 15 from the Washington State 13-yard line. Falk has room to run and he'll slide. Screen set up and hit behind the line and dropped. Shifting things around the Cougars on 3rd and 7. Falk under pressure and he's sacked. DJ Calhoun. He'll pose for a second. 3.5 sacks now on the year for the junior linebacker. Kyle Sweet punting from his own end zone. And a low line drive rugby kick that skips and takes a Washington State bounce past Tim White. And the Cougs down it at the Arizona State 42-yard line. Dylan Sterling Cole on first down on the rollout. And it's dropped. On the rollout, Sterling Cole, and it's incomplete. Looking for Frederick Gamage. Matt Hawk on to punt. And Hawk with a high end-over-end punt. Caleb Fossum takes it on a fair catch inside the Washington State 15. Just 18 yards of total offense so far for Wazoo. Falk incomplete, trying to get it to River Craycraft. Play clock rolling down. Falk on second down. Falk steps up. He'll run and slide at the 16. Looks like they'll bring 4 this time on 3rd down and 7.
And one of them will be Karan Crump off the bottom.
Falk, the quick hit to River Craycraft, and a first down as he went end over end on the hit from Layu Mwakiola. And for River Craycraft, that's now 36 consecutive games with a catch.
It's a big hit from Mwakiola, but no surprise that River Craycraft able to hang on to the football.
And he's become refeatured, if you will, in the Cougar offense as of late. 7-0 Arizona State as we go to the second quarter. We start the second quarter. Luke Falk underneath, and it's complete over the middle. And the pass goes to John Thompson. High snap slipped out to Gerard Wicks in Arizona State territory. And after the longest pass play of the night, the Cougars get into ASU territory for the first time. Falk to throw. Steps up. Dumps it off. Jamal Morrow the catch. First down, Washington State. Kyle Sweet in motion. Pass complete to River Craycraft. Spun down by Marcus Ball. Inside the 30-yard line. Jamal Morrow, the running back. Second down, 2. Falk underneath. It's caught. Slamo Fiso, the big hit, but it goes for a first down to Isaiah Johnson-Mack. To the outside to James Williams. And Williams close to another Cougars first down. Falk under pressure. And he just takes it out of bounds. Nobody was open, so he decided to live for another down. On second down, Falk dumps it off. River Craycraft the catch. And he's tripped up. The first man there was Layu Mwakiola. Pressure from the outside, and Falk is too high for Craycraft. The blitz right in his face, and Luke Falk took a shot from Marcus Ball. Just 2 of 7 on the year. This is a 29-yard attempt. And Powell got his confidence back by making those 2 last week. Gets the Cougars on the board. 7-3 ASU. Dylan Sterling Cole continues to quarterback. We'll have an update on Manny Wilkins for you. As they hand off into the line and a short gain for Arizona State and Demario Richard. As Peyton Pallure on the tackle is first down, Arizona State. Jalen Harvey the catch, and the first career completion for Dylan Sterling Cole. Kalen Balaj lined up in the Sparky formation. Balaj keeps, and Balaj spins, and he breaks a tackle out across the 40. Handoff, Demario Richard powers out across the 45, brought down about a yard shy of the first down by Frankie Luvu and Peyton Pallure. Sparky formation with Kalen Balaj. And Balaj keeps, and Balaj a big hole, and he's gone. Kalen Balaj, touchdown ASU. 52 yards.
They bring Christian Hill into the backfield, one of their backup tight ends. And between he and Cody Cole, they pull across the formation and just lead Kalen Balaj up through the hole. all that size and speed going untouched into the secondary. No chance they're going to catch him.
So minus Manny Wilkins. Arizona State finds the end zone. It's Kalen Ballage with his 10th touchdown of the year. Zane Gonzalez blasts it through, and it's 14-3 Arizona State. And the Devils getting it done on the ground against the #1 rush defense in the Pac-12. Robert Taylor will bring it out. Spins to the outside. Robert Taylor. Taylor at the 30. 40. Midfield. Taylor. He's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
If Robert Taylor stayed in bounds on this particular play, that is dexterity like no other. Especially there off the push, and yes, as he tight ropes the sideline, able to just narrowly avoid going out. Answering the 52-yard strike from Ballage. Watch him as he tiptoes. 1, 2, 3, and he's angling back in, and yes, just
I think it's a good one.
It looks good to me.
Dylan Sterling Cole continues at quarterback in the absence of Manny Wilkins from the 25. And it's Sterling Cole keeping, and he runs right into a couple of Cougar defenders. Frankie Luvu, Peyton Pallure there. Sterling Cole fires near midfield, and it's his fellow freshman N'Keal Harry to catch. First down, ASU.
There were fables about the arm talent of Dylan Sterling Cole as he came out of high school. I mean, that was an RPG. It was just waiting to attach itself to N'Keal Harry.
Mario Richard into Cougar territory, a gain of 5. The freshman from Houston, Dylan Sterling Cole, on second down. Flushed out. He'll race toward the sideline and step out of bounds and take a 1-yard loss. Third down, 5. Movement up front.
Full start, number 59 offense, 5-yard penalty, third down.
Third down and 10. Kalen Ballage, the running back. J.J. Wilson also in the backfield. Sterling Cole under pressure, keeps the play alive. And then he goes down on a sack for Washington State. Daniel Equale. Matt Hawk, the senior from West Des Moines, Iowa, on the punt. And he sends it short toward Caleb Fossum. On first down, Luke Falk dumps it off to Gerard Wicks, and he stretches out the play toward the sideline, gets the first down and more. Upended by Kareem Orr near the 40-yard line. Jamal Morrow in at running back. Falk over the middle, receiver is tripped up. He wants a flag, and he gets one.
Pass interference, number 58, defense. That's an automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
Don Salamo Fiso. Falk is sacked. Dropped, and again it's DJ Calhoun, his second sack tonight. Falk, the slant, it's complete. Gabe Marks dragging Marcus Ball with him for a first down. At the 33. Wicks in motion. The shovel pass to Jamal Morrow.
Oh.
ASU was ready for that one. Falk is now 18 of 22. Robert Lewis in motion. Complete. Gets it to Jamal Morrow. What a tremendous effort. A second effort as Kareem Moore finally tripped him up. As Jamal Morrow right near a first down. Third down and less than a yard. Jamal Morrow, the running back. Play clock inside 5. Cougars have to hurry. They just get it off. Falk dumps it off, and it's caught inside the 20. And still up on his feet is John Thompson.
Offside, number 1, defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
And it's on the ground with Jamal Morrow, and he powers inside the 10. Tayshawn Smallwood on the tackle. Coach Gerard Wicks, Jamal Morrow in the backfield. On second down, Falk, end zone, touchdown. Tavares Martin Jr., his 4th of the season, and the Cougs have the lead. '17th touchdown pass this season for Luke Falk, and Washington State surges back, and they have now taken the lead on Arizona State.
You can see there towards the bottom of the screen, Tavares Martin Jr. working against Gump Hayes, and Deshavon, he just allows him across the face. Great hand movement, just clubbing over the top. As we saw Hayes try to get a jam on him, and multiple blitzers came from that field side as I referenced, but Falk doesn't allow that to deter him from standing and delivering the football for 6.
Kickoff from Powell. This is Kalen Balaj from the 4. Balaj at the 20. Stretches it toward the sideline. Balaj run out across the 30 by Isaac Dodson. Sparky formation with Kalen Balaj. Balaj up the middle. And he's chopped down by Shalom Luani and Frankie Luvu at the 35. Demario Richard the carry, and he's out near the 40, which could have been the final play of the first half. As Peyton Pallure on the tackle, and a 14-3 ASU lead has been erased, and now Washington State with a 17-14 lead as we approach halftime here at Sun Devil Stadium. So Washington State got it going there toward the closing stages of the first half after a bit of a slow start offensively. Robert Taylor brought one back 100 yards in the first half. Will go to a knee. Luke Falk, 20 of 24 through the air. On first down, off his back foot, out to midfield and broken up. On second down, empty backfield for Falk. And underneath, gets it to Lewis, and he is wrapped up, and there is a late flag.
Personal foul, face mask, number 4, defense. That 15-yard penalty force from the end of the play, first down.
On the ground. And it's Jamal Morrow, the ball carrier, the junior. Luke Falk lobs it toward the sideline, incomplete. Third down, Falk, the slant, Martin the catch, shy of a first down. They are 12 of 17 this year on fourth down, and they're going for it 4th and 3 at their own 48.
There's no one in the Pac-12 conference who's attempted more fourth downs than Mike Leach.
On the ground, the Cougars get it and more. Jamal Morrow to the Arizona State 41-yard line as they're in Arizona State territory. Robert Lewis, the motion man. Falk over the middle for River Craycraft, and it's too high. Luke Falk on second down. Falk to the outside. Sliding catch is made by Gabe Marks, and he's right near the marker. Luke Falk, the deep ball. Inbounds, Tavares Martin Jr., yes, inside the 5, 1st and goal, Wazoo. 29 yards.
Sorry, partner. There was an opportunity on the previous play missed to C.J. Dimry, where Luke Falk decided not to throw the football deep in a one-on-one scenario. This time to DeVaris Martin Jr. He goes downtown versus Gump Hayes.
First and goal at the 3. Play clock at 10. Handoff. Gerard Wicks into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Eighth rushing touchdown for Gerard Wicks. And the Cougars have gone up 2 scores. Eric Powell with a squib kick fielded by an upback for Arizona State. Trouble with the snap. Cougars have it. As Sterling Cole went under center, had trouble on the exchange. And Washington State at the bottom of the pile, they secure the football. And coming up with it for the Cougars is Robert Barber.
16th takeaway of the season for Alex Grinch's defense. And that just simply a miscue on the QB center exchange. From there, that helpless feeling, Dylan Sterling Cole just squirming around, searching for the football on the ground. Couldn't come back up with it.
Luke Falk goes down again. Pressure coming from Karan Crump, his 6th sack of the year. He's second in the conference in sacks. Back to the 38-yard line. Falk in the pocket. Takes a deep shot down the field, and it's broken up and nearly intercepted. Kyle Sweet, the motion man. Pressure coming again. Falk wrapped up and sacked back in Washington State territory. Marcus Ball. And Sharmy with a nice punt. Tim White on the return out across the 15. As Dylan Sterling Cole took over for Manny Wilkins, who left in the first quarter. And Sterling Cole 2 of 6 through the air for 32 yards. Cody Cole, the motion man. And the handoff to Mario Richard. And a solid run out across the 20-yard line as Shalom Luani with the tackle. Sterling Cole, the rollout. And it's too high, airmail, Tim White. Matt Hawk. Last week had a 76-yarder against Colorado, a career best, as Caleb Fossum calls for a fair catch. Kyle Sweet with a catch, and he's rustled down near the 35 by Chad Adams. Jamal Morrow goes side to side and lost yards. Luke Falk to the outside. First down, Washington State. Gabe Marks the catch to move the chains. To the sideline, Isaiah Johnson-Mack. He's out to the 46. DJ Calhoun knocked him down. Cougars go empty backfield on 2nd and 6. Pressure coming, Falk quickly on the slant, gets it to River Craycraft into Arizona State territory. Falk to the sideline, and that is the aforementioned Marks. 3-man rush. Falk fires it in there, and the catch and getting down was Marks, just shy of the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5. Falk throwing deep, And it's caught by Robert Lewis inside the 10. Lewis pushed out at the 8-yard line. Falk underneath. And inside the 5 is River Craycraft, brought down by Laiu Makiola. Kyle Sweet in motion. Falk, open, end zone, touchdown! Jamal Morrow with the catch.
What makes that spread formation so difficult is that your eyes as a defensive back will play tricks on you. You're seeing ghosts crossing your face, and it forces you to hesitate on what your actual responsibility is on the play.
Kalen Ballage on the return. Doesn't reach the 20. As Ballage will keep, and he'll get maybe a yard. Dylan Sterling Cole back in a quarterback. Low throw to the outside. Tim White the catch, and he's rocked out of bounds by Robert Taylor. Sterling Cole. And a dart. And a diving catch. N'Keal Harry, first down, ASU. They go back to the Sparky with Kalen Ballage from the 42. Ballage chopped down at the 44 by Peyton Pallure. Again to Sparky. And here is Jack Smith. He'll throw. Jack Smith downfield. Tim White the catch. Tim White inside the 20, still on his feet. Finally brought down at the 15. Tim White in motion. Richard runs up the middle. Richard powering toward the goal line. Still on his feet. They finally blow it dead as he reached the 2. Richard straight ahead. Pulled backward by Garrett McBroom, just short of the goal line. Mario Richard. Nice stutter step, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Arizona State. Escaped the grab and the elusiveness to get away from Shalom Luani for the score. Second down 8. Luke Falk. River Craycraft the catch. And Craycraft the physical run after the catch for a first down as he ran over Chad Adams, who brought him down. On first down, Falk dumps it off. Jamal Morrow the catch. And Morrow, second effort. A third effort from Morrow results in a first down. Luke Falk over 300 yards passing. And it's incomplete. Looking to the sideline. Second down 10. Pressure coming. Falk lobs it down the sideline. And it's caught. Gabe Marks. Touchdown. 52 yards to Marks. And with that catch, Gabe Marks has the most touchdown catches in Washington State history. Moves out of a tie with Dom Williams.
Gabe Marks, one-on-one on the outside with Kareem Orr. Orr's been extremely effective in man-to-man coverage. He's gotten banged up in recent weeks, and Gabe Marks, that stiff arm took him the distance.
7th this season for Marks. Luke Falk, 3 touchdown passes tonight. Eric Powell for the extra point. And the line drive is no good. The first miss on an extra point this year from Powell. But the Cougs get into the end zone one more time.
We've seen Luke Falk start to take this football game over. He's got one of the best weapons in the Pac-12, dropping bombs.
Here's a squib kick from Eric Powell, scooped up by Tim White. White out to the 30-yard line. And the shovel to Tim White. This is a pass play, and he's wrapped up by Shalom Luani. And that's broken up, looking for N'Keal Harry. Third down 8. Sterling Cole broken up near midfield. Robert Taylor defending, getting in there with Jalen Harvey. Down by Arizona State and Marcus Ball inside the Washington State 30. The punt from Matt Hawk. Luke Falk, incomplete. Tried to get it to Isaiah Johnson-Mack. On third down, Falk hangs in there, coming back, incomplete. Tried to get it to Tavares Martin Jr., who had a touchdown catch earlier. Rugby punt from Kyle Sweet. Washington State bounce, played by Tim White. White trying to race it to the outside, gets a block. He's in midfield. Tim White cuts it back. Tim White down the sideline. Touchdown Devils. 69 yards. Tim White takes it back for Arizona State.
Fireworks abound at Sun Devil Stadium, not just in the sky, but on the ground. One of the most bombastically dynamic playmakers in the Pac-12, blocking as he turns the corner. And then Tim White refusing to be denied. Look at the convoy he has of maroon jerseys leading him into the paint.
Officially 70 yards on the punt return by White. Last year, a kickoff return for a touchdown, now a punt return for a score, and his first touchdown this season.
It's just a shocking number when you think about it, because he's played well. He's gotten the ball in his hands, he's made people miss, just hasn't gotten into the end zone.
They're going for 2, and the quarterback is out there. There's Dylan Sterling Cole. Going for 2 to try to make it an 8-point game. But it's the Sparky. Demario Richard, the reverse. And it's Frederick Gammage throwing. They get the 2 to Cody Cole. (37-29). You've tuned into Pac-12 After Dark. You know what happens on nights like tonight. The kickoff from Zane Gonzalez. In motion, Jamal Morrow. Falk to Morrow. Nice tackle in space. Well played out toward the sideline by Laiu Makiola. Deep drop for Falk. Under pressure. Ball stripped. Picked up. Then it's loose again. And Falk appears to be hurting. Who's got the football? Falk hit again. Karan Crump from the blind side. 7 sacks tonight for Arizona State, and Falk is in pain.
The hellacious first step of Karan Crump makes him difficult to handle off the edge, because he immediately puts speed in the feet of the offensive tackle. Then from there, pad level takes over, the dip and rip with the burst to finish at the QB.
3 sacks for Karan Crump, who came into tonight with 5 on the season, second in the conference. And now the Cougars will punt from the back of their end zone and Tim White near midfield. The rugby punt from Kyle Sweet. Second down and 15. Sterling Cole, and it's well short of the intended target as Sterling Cole was hit, tried to get it to N'Keal Harry. Cougars drop off after showing pressure. Sterling Cole over the middle, right near the marker. Jalen Harvey with the catch. Balazs, first down, Arizona State. Pyle moves inside the 30. How about that surge?
Zach Robertson onto the field as well. See all that beef, all those big uglies. Tyler McClure playing at the center position, continuing to drive.
From the 29, first and 10 Sun Devils. Balazs behind the left side, and the Cougars are ready for it that time. Now it's DeMario Richard as the Sparky. And the reverse. Tim White, and he's brought down for a loss by Daniel Equale. Sterling Cole throws, and it's caught. N'Keal Harry with the catch. Acrobatic catch by the freshman Harry.
The stack formation really frees up Tim White. That's sort of what it's designed for. But Harry, who was at the top of that stack, uses that big frame. All 6'4", 220 pounds to go up and get the rebound.
First and goal, Arizona State, as we approach 6 minutes to play. 37-29, Washington State. They're clinging to the lead. Kalen Balazs on the Sparky to the 8. Again, it's Balazs and Sparky on second and goal. Balazs trying to get it to the outside, and he's taken down for a loss. Shalom Luani. Dylan Sterling Cole back in. Sterling Cole broken up. Looking for N'Keal Harry. Crowd wanted a pass interference call. Zane Gonzalez, the best kicker in the history of college football, out there on the field for ASU. And he connects on a 29-yarder. And it's a 5-point game with 4:36 to play. Robert Lewis in motion. Falk complete. Tavares Martin out across the 35. First down, Washington State. To the outside. And Gabe Marks spun down after a short gain by Laiu Mwakiola. Luke Falk, and it's complete. Sliding and making the catch, River Craycraft into Arizona State territory. Jamal Morrow, the ball carrier. Gets about 3. Falk off his back foot, it's complete. First down, Cougars. As Luke Falk there just kind of gave himself up. Luke Falk waiting, and now goes to a knee, and the Cougs will have to snap it one more time. But Washington State, they'll make it 5 straight wins. The surging Cougars, who got off to an 0-2 start, are going to improve to 5-2, remain perfect in the Pac-12. They will go to 4-0 in league play. And ASU, after a 5-1 start, suffering back-to-back losses, falling to 5-3.
I thought overall, from a game plan standpoint, situations where they sort of had to draw a few things up in the dirt from a personnel standpoint. I was impressed with what ASU was able to pull off. But Wazoo, as your reference partner, 5th win in a row.
And they are also 4-0 in Pac-12 play for the first time since starting 2003 at 4-0 in league play. So Mike Leach and the Washington State Cougars now 5-2, 4-0 in the conference.